You got a lot of hats today. And good afternoon, everyone, from Conkler Field on the campus of Oakland City University. It is time for River States Conference baseball. Today, the Oakland City University Mighty Oaks coming in with a record of 35-11, 18-6 in conference. Kentucky Christian, the opponent, they're 22-19, 10-11 in conference. Hello, everyone. I'm Walt Fibber, producer, director. David Hose and I will have the Words Eye View this afternoon. And we did as we do before every Oakland City University baseball broadcast. We sit down and chatted with Andy Lasher, Andy, the head coach of the Mighty Oaks.
Always a pleasure. Gets me an old fight like me. These seasons go incredibly fast. And I do want to say I'm not surprised once you take care of baseball for a long time. And I think this is the best job I've seen. And that includes a number of championship teams. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. It's, a lot of variables made it difficult this year for sure, but we're trying to stay focused, and we got 3 more regular ones to play, and we don't treat them like regular ones. They're all big games, but we got 3 more regular season games to go. We need to make sure we finish strong. Senior day today too, in between game 1 and game 2, and I hate this because I'm not around them as much as you do, but I think this is a special bunch of seniors you got this year. Definitely, especially with the mass exodus that we've seen here in the last year. So anyone that's stuck around as long as they have here, they're going to be a pretty special place to be for a long time. And then some of the guys that even came here just for 1 year just to play for the season here. Trust me, I guess, with their career. It's me and guys do that. They feel like they want to be here for my college. Kentucky Christian today. Doing a lot of prepping for our 3-game set. I tell you what, these guys are as good a Kentucky Christian team, I think, as I've ever seen. Yeah, they can play. I mean, everybody in our league is capable, and they're playing for a lot right now to try to get into the tournament. We certainly don't expect them to roll over. They're going to come out playing hard. They're more than talented enough to beat anybody. And we try not to worry about them playing. We just got to that's the case. But you put us in the team. We're going to the regular season series, and we got to have some things fall our way. But we still got a chance to be the top seed going in the tournament. Sure. We'd like to just focus on winning as many baseball games as we can, to where if things don't go this weekend or the tournament, then we want to make sure we have the best resume possible to still get a bid to an opening round. Okay. Well, I tell you what, as I've told you many times, one of the best decisions I have made in my life, on at least my retirement from my day job, was to come here to Oakland City, and you're one of the main reasons I decided to make the jump. So I just thank you for that a bunch. It has been a hell of a fun ride, and let's go get through today.
And that is Andy Lasher, the head coach of Oakland City University. We're just about ready to get this show on the road. Tommy Johnson is on the bump for Oakland City University, the veteran getting the start today on Senior Day. As we look at Tommy's statistics, he is 4-4 with a 5.68 ERA. His 11th appearance, 10th start, 38 innings pitched, 36 hits, 27 runs, 24 of them earned. Struck out 48, walked 17, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 3 homers. Opposition hitting .259 against him with 6 wild pitches and 13 hit batters. The lineup for Kentucky Christian looks like this. Starting off and playing right field is Ty Scott. Hitting second and in center field, it's Harrison Simpson. Eric Odell hits third and plays first base. And in the cleanup spot, the designated hitter, Caleb Anthony. Caden Skelton, the left fielder, will follow him. Then it's Jaron McLaughlin at third. James Elliott, the shortstop. Aiden Devon behind the plate. And Chris Garcia, the second baseman, as we're going to get this show on the road as Ty Scott will step in for Kentucky Christian. Ty hitting at .274, 31 hits, 113 at bats, 33 runs scored, 2 homers and 16 runs batted in, and that is high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kentucky Christian hitting the ball pretty well. They hit .288 as a team. The opponent's hitting at .269. Walt Ferber, producer, director David Hose with you for the double dip today. That's foul straight back, and we'll have the Senior Day festivities on our broadcast. We're going to do that on the first one or a second one. Okay, we're going to do the senior broadcast on the end of game 1 here today. Sponsor is always Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound and so much more from the Gaslight. The wind and the pitch. And that is hit into air. Not going to get out of the infield as Simon Gaines, the shortstop, will take that for out number 1 as there's one gone. And the Kentucky Christian top half of the first, and that's going to bring up Harrison Simpson, a .312 batting average, 29 hits, 93 at bats, 33 runs scored, 7 homers, and 25 runs batted in. Wide on the pitch by Johnson, hits him. Well, Tommy's had some control problems. That is the 14th batter he has hit this year. So we got 1 on and 1 out as Eric Odell, the first baseman, is up. .273 for Eric. 30 hits, 118 at bats, 22 runs scored, 4 homers, and 27 runs batted in. And that's a strike on the inside corner. And it is no balls and 1 strike. Johnson working from the stretch in the turf. Oakland City defensively, Jake Winsenreed is at first, Dickey Gonzalez the second baseman, Simon Gaines the shortstop, and Marcus Arocho's at third. Bryce Humphreys in left, Naz Bergen in center, Eric Correa in right, Oliver Hamilton behind the plate, and Tommy Johnson on the mound. That throw's going to get away. And that is going to allow Harrison Simpson to go to second base on the air on the throw. So we have a runner in scoring position now with 1 out to Odell. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. No score. We're in the top half of the first. GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks YouTube channel. Strike on the outside corner. Tommy Johnson going to miss him, certainly the senior right-hander out of Blythe, California, and San Diego Mesa. And misses inside. You know, Andy's been with this program as long as Tommy has been with this program as long as I have. That's hit into foul territory. And he didn't get it. It was right out of the realm of what we could see, but it is called a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that is hit in the air in the infield, and Winsenreed, the first baseman, will take that for the second out of inning number 1, and that will bring Caleb Anthony, the DH, to the plate. Adafua, 304, 35 hits, 115 at bats, 21 runs scored, 5 homers and 24 runs batted in. Wide little pitch by Johnson. Good pitch, swung through, and it's no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 is the count. On 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A Rusty Gate swing there, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Taking his lead from second base, Harrison Simpson. Here's the stretch by Johnson and the pitch. That is fouled out of play. And it stays at 2 strikes. 0-2. Adafua, a sophomore out of Long Beach, California. Channelview High School. And that swung on and missed strike 3. Overall, a good inning there by Tommy Johnson, his first strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. 1.5 inning played here at Conkler with the score. Kentucky Christian 0, Oakland City coming to bat. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball on GoMightyOaks.com. And we're back at Conkler. On the bump for Kentucky Christian is Tyler Sammons. Tyler's 2-4 with a 6.00 ERA, his 11th appearance and 10th start. 51 innings pitched, 59 hits, 44 runs, 34 of them earned. Struck out 43, walked 21, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 10 homers, 205 at bats. Opposition hitting .288 against him, 4 wild pitches, 1 hit batter. And it will be Simon Gaines, Marcus Orocho, and Jake Winsenreed in the first inning for Oakland City. The first pitch is low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Oakland City hitting .305 as a team, 35-11 coming in, 18-6 in conference, 19-3 here at Conkler, and that's fouled down the first base line. Simon Gaines out of Orleans High School, 321, 53 hits, 165 at bats, 44 runs scored, 6 homers, and 33 runs batted in. That's a strike. Good to have our buddy Rob Vaughn in the house today. That's low and outside, even if he is an Illinois fan. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wide, the 2-2 to Gaines. That's outside, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Simon at .321. 6 homers, 33 runs batted in. Just getting a piece of that is Gaines, and it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to count. Oakland City in second place in the River States Conference, but a chance if things fall correctly for them still to get the top seed in the conference tournament. And that's going to be ball 4. And Simon Gaines is on at first base. That's the first walk for Tyler Salmons. My buddy Marcus Orocho, the third baseman out of Arecibo, Puerto Rico. .313 is average. 54 hits, 173 at bats, 37 runs scored, 6 homers, and 42 runs batted in. Salmons the stretch, and it's low and outside for Kentucky Christian. Eric Odell is at first. Christian Garcia, the second baseman. James Elliott is the shortstop, and Jaron McLaughlin is at third. Caden Skelton in left. Was center fielder Harrison Simpson. Ty Scott is in right. Aiden Bevan behind the plate, and Tyler Simmons is on the bump. Throw back over to first base. Thank you, Ashley. The official programs have arrived. That is a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Home half of the first here. Hit to third, throw to second to 1, and that is a 5-4-3 double play. And a good play defensively by Kentucky Christian. McLaughlin to Garcia to Odell. And 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. As Winsenreed, the first baseman, steps in. Was hit well. I thought that might get through the 5.5 hole for a hit for Orocho. Great defensive play by Kentucky Christian. Winsenreed at .325, 5 homers, 23 runs batted in. That is inside, 1 ball and no strikes. In the turf, low and outside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That's it into right. Camping under it's Ty Scott, the right fielder, and that is all for the Mighty Oaks in inning number 1. No runs, no hits, no errors with the double play. Nobody left on base. 1 inning played here at Conkler with the score Oakland City University nothing and Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty. We're back. Top half of the second inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Knights. Caden Skelton, the left fielder. Jaron McLaughlin, the third baseman, and James Elliott the shortstop, to face the offerings of Tommy Johnson. Skelton at 317, 20 hits, 63 at bats, 9 runs scored, 4 homers, and 17 runs batted in. Glad you're along with us. Walt Fibber, producer, director David Hose. Wide of the pitch. Misses just a tad high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Skelton, a freshman out of Mansfield, Texas, and Mansfield Legacy High School. Foul straight back. 1-1 the count. I would say this is officially a Chamber of Commerce day today, a beautiful day. That's hit to Dickey Gonzalez at second, fires it to Winsenreed, and 1 gone in the top half of the second. We're supposed to be in the lower 80-degree mark for our doubleheader today. 82 degrees the current temperature, looking for a high of 84 as McLaughlin will step in with 1 gone. That is a strike. Jaron McLaughlin is a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. And hit him. Now that's the second batter hit by Tommy today. And 15th batter hit for the season. So 1 on, 1 out as James Elliott, the shortstop, steps in. .5'10" freshman infielder out of Delray Beach, Florida, and that's fouled. Cardinal Newman High School. Elliott at 286, 2 homers, 21 runs batted in. Runner goes to second and had it there in time, but Dickey not able to field it. So McLaughlin is in at second base without. They actually got, okay, I guess got him on the flip around when it came out. Well, that's good. Second out of the second inning. So a very good throw by Oliver Hamilton. And for McLaughlin to be out even after a muff there is something. That's a humpback liner to Gonzalez. And that ends up being a 1-2-3 inning for the Knights in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 1.5 here at Conkler with the score Oakland City University 0 and Kentucky Christian 0. You're watching Oakland City University baseball. Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com. We're back at Conkler. Home half of the second coming up for Oakland City. Naz Bergen, the center fielder. Eric Correa in right, and Oliver Hamilton, the catcher. Naz Bergen, a senior from Wilmstead, Curacao. No score officially if you're scoring at home. McLaughlin does steal the base and then is called out after sliding past the base. So he does get a stolen base there. And Nas has power. 303, 44 hits, 145 at bats, 28 runs scored, 15 homers and 44 runs batted in. Bergen, the left-handed batter, stepping in, and the wind in the pitch. Foul down the first base line. Tyler Salmons in his second inning of work. Hit to first. And he's going to have to hurry. And a slide back into first base by Eric Odell. And Nas is out 3 unassisted for the first out of the inning. Eric Correa steps in, third on the team, but hitting at .333. 47 hits, 141 at bats, 43 runs scored, 7 homers, and 42 runs batted in. Correa, a junior from Carolina, Puerto Rico. And that is ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Line the 2-0 to Correa. Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. That just misses. 3-1 the count. Tyler Salmons, once again, a senior from Proctorville, Ohio, and Fairland High School. 6'2", and a senior on the bump. And that is a walk. Second walk of the day for Salmons. So Salmons is on at first base, and that'll bring up Oliver Hamilton, one of the seniors here on Senior Day. From right here at Oakland City University, played his high school ball at Gibson Southern High School. Glad you're along with us today. This season has gone extremely fast. Hamilton hitting at .268. No balls, 1 strike to count. 33 hits, 123 at bats, 16 runs scored, 5 homers and 24 runs batted in. That's low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 to count. Ollie with a walk-off home run win and our win over Marion earlier. That is hit up the middle. The throw is going to be another double play. That's the second double play that Kentucky Christian has turned. Oh, he's safe at second, so it's not a double play. So it paid to have Correa on the move there as he gets into second base. And Oliver Hamilton is out at first, 6-3. So it was 6-4. You don't see too many 6-4-3 single outs. As Dickey Gonzalez, that's inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Dickey at .273, 7 homers, 34 runs batted in, 38 hits, 139 at bats with 30 runs scored. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, you get a base hit now with Correa at second base, the speedy Correa. You could put the Oaks on the board here in the home half of the second inning. That's in tight. Dickey hitting at 273, 38 hits, 139 at bats, 30 runs scored, 7 homers, and 34 runs batted in. Strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Correa is a good base stealer, 13 of 13 stolen bases. So he can take a base. He's very good at it. There's a strike. Oaks are 55 of 65 on the year. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ring him up, strike 3, and that is the inning. That's the first strikeout of the ball game for Tyler Salmons. In the inning for Oakland City, no runs, no hits. There's no errors and 1 left on base. We have played 2 complete in game 1. It is Oakland City University nothing and Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
We're back at Conkler. Tommy Johnson going in his 3rd inning of work. 2 innings, 21 pitches, no hits, no runs. 1 strikeout, no walks. Has hit a couple of batters and 7 batters faced. It will be 8-9-1 for the Knights here in the top half of the 3rd as Bevan, the catcher, steps in, and that is going to be inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Bevan at 339. No homers, 8 runs batted in, 19 hits, 56 runs scored, 56 at bats, 1 run scored. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled out of play, 2-1. Aiden Bevan, a senior catcher out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Line, the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitchers duel going early here. Oakland City has held advantage here at Conkler pretty good this season. Swing and a miss, and that is all for Bevan. Second strikeout for Tommy Johnson. And the number 9 hitter, Chris Garcia, strides to the plate now. Garcia, a senior out of Houston, Texas. Wind the pitch. Strike on the inside corner to Garcia. Garcia hitting at .340. 33 hits, 97 at bats, 16 runs scored, 2 homers, and 21 runs batted in. Fouled out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Ty Scott, the right fielder, on deck. High and tight. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the air into left center. Nas Bergen camping under it and makes the play. 2 out in the second inning, and we start back up to the top of the order. Right fielder Ty Scott, who popped out to Simon Gaines at short to start the ball game. Ty at .274, 31 hits, 113 at bats, 2 homers, 16 runs batted in, 2 up, 2 down in the Kentucky Christian third inning. That hits the inside corner for strike 1. Oaks close out the regular season here, and then next Thursday start the River States Conference Baseball Tournament in Chillicothe, Ohio. That's hit into foul territory. Winsenreed gives chase, and it's out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Doubleheader today and a single game set for tomorrow. No time has been set. Rain anticipated for this area. They're going to try to find a window to get that game in tomorrow. As soon as we know something, we'll pass it along. Swing and a miss, and that's a see ya. That's a 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Tommy Johnson. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 2.5 in game 1 with the score Oakland City University nothing, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg, GoMightyOaks.com, and the Go Mighty. Back at Conkler, Tyler Salmon's heading into his 3rd inning of work so far. 2 innings, 31 pitches, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and 7 batters faced. As Charlie Hoffman, the DH hit. Hoffman at .385, 45 hits, 117 at bats, 35 runs scored, a homer, and 19 runs batted in, and that is a strike, no balls, and 1 strike. That is hit into left center field, and it's 1-0. It is a solo shot by Charlie Hoffman, and the Oaks have drawn first blood here in the home half of the 3rd. Touch 'em all, Charlie. Charlie Hoffman, a freshman out of Evansville, Indiana. And the Oaks have drawn first blood. Hoffman, that is his second home run of the year and his 20th run batted in. In tight to Bryce Humphrey. Bryce, the left fielder, at 353, 24 hits, 68 at bats, 24 runs scored, 2 homers and 20 runs batted in. That is in tight. 2 balls and no strikes. In the turf. Bryce Humphrey, a senior outfielder pitcher from Evansville. 3-0 pitch is a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, Bryce Humphrey. That is the 3rd walk of the contest for Tyler Salmons, and takes us back up to the top of the order. The pride of Orleans, Indiana, Simon Gaines. Simon at 321, 53 hits, 165 at bats, 6 homers, 33 runs batted in. That's in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Does have 4 doubles and 2 triples. And that is hit foul territory and out of play. Single game broadcast tomorrow will be our final broadcast of the year. This year has gone fast. Curveball hits the inside corner for a strike. Oh, wow. I thought we did 108 last year. This year at 120. That is hit into left center field. And that's going to be caught for out number 1. So 1 gone. 120. Wow. Marcus Arocho, my buddy from Arecibo, Puerto Rico, stepping in. I think the move from short to third, he's a great shortstop, and getting Simon in at short and putting him in at third. He has managed the hot corner extraordinarily well. Runner goes to second base with a head first slide. Humphrey is in at second base. So the Oaks now have a batter in scoring position. Humphrey is 6 of 6 stolen bases. So a base hit could make it a 2-0 ball game. Marcos at 312. 6 homers on the year and 42 runs batted in. That's going to get away from the catcher. And going to third base will be Humphrey. So now a runner 1 base away from the second run. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Arocho. Winsenreed on deck. That misses inside. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Head into shallow right field. And the runner is going to try to score, and he will. So a sac fly to Ty Scott. But an RBI for Arocho as Bryce Humphrey will score from third base. And it is 2-0 Oakland City here in the bottom half of the third. Humphrey showed his speed, and I thought it was going to be a close play, but Scott did not have a chance on that one as Winsenreed steps in. with 2 gone here on the Oakland City University third. That is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Hoffman home run leading off the inning. Humphrey walks, steals second, goes to third on a pass ball. That's hit to second. As Garcia will throw it to Odell. 4-3 on the outs. But a crooked number on the board for the Oaks in the second as they get 2 runs, and they do it with only 1 base hit. No errors and nobody left on base. We have played 3 complete in game 1 of the doubleheader with the score Oakland City University 2, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball. Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill and GoMightyOaks.com. Back at Conkler. Oaks grab a lead in the third. They're up 2-0 now. Top half of the fourth, it'll be the center fielder Harrison Simpson, followed by Odell, the first baseman, and Caleb Anthony, the designated hitter, to face Tommy Johnson. Johnson, 3 innings, 47 pitches. Last trying to get 3 innings, 33 pitches. No hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hit batters, and 10 batters faced. The young man out of Blythe, California, has pitched well. Harrison Simpson was hit by a pitch, and he swings it one way outside of the zone. And it's no balls and 1 strike. When Tommy is on, you see a lot of Rusty Gate swings like that from the batters. Wide of the pitch. Low and outside. Harrison Simpson, a sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky, was hit by a pitch his first time up. Hit into left field at the fence. Naz Bergen makes the play, and there's 1 gone in the top half of the fourth. That'll bring up Eric Odell. He fouled out to Winsenreed at first base in the first. Odell, a freshman from Brooksville, Florida. Odell at 273, 4 homers, 27 runs, batted in. That is a strike, no balls, and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Odell in the hole, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Caleb Anthony, the DH, waiting in the on-deck circle. Nasty curve that just misses. 1-2 to count. Line to 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Tommy Johnson. 2 up and 2 down for the Knights in the 4th inning. Caleb Anthony, who struck out to end the first, will step in now. Anthony, the designated hitter. That's Adafua. Adafua is 0 for 1 striking out. A junior out of Englewood, Tennessee. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. His miss is inside. 2 balls and a strike. Next to last broadcast of the year with a doubleheader today. Foul back, and it has been an extraordinarily successful year for Oakland City University Athletics. Softball team set a record for winning this year and are in the process of trying to lock up the number 1 seed for the River States Conference tournament at West Virginia University of Technology. As that misses, it's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and the Oaks still have a chance in the number 1 seed. They're the defending champion of the River State Conference baseball tournament. That's ball 4. First walk of the ball game for Tommy Johnson. Caden Skelton, the left fielder, bounced out second to first. Gonzalez to Winsenreed in the second inning. So 1 on, 2 out. Skelton, the left fielder, a freshman out of Mansfield, Texas. That is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. .317, 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. Throw back over to first base and a fool back in. There's a strike. Knights has stolen 73 bases, have been caught 24 times. Two strikes the count. Hit to Gaines. Throw to first. Bounce. Gonna be an infield hit. Gaines went way in the 5.5 hole to try to get to that one. And the turf and Skelton had just enough speed to beat it out. So Skelton is at first, Adafu is at second base as McLaughlin, who was hit by a pitch in the second, will step in. Jaron McLaughlin, a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. The Oaks look for the third out here in the top half of the 4th. Right down Lucretia there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Jaron McLaughlin, .358 with a homer and 24 runs batted in. And the turf, Ollie makes a nice stop behind the plate. Very special bunch of seniors making their way to the Oaks. Another special year. Here at Conkler, the Oaks 19-3. That's fouled out of play. 19-3 at home. 16 and 8 away from home. 18-6 in conference. 35-11. Another great season for Andy Lasher's Bucks. That's high and tight. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. That's a humpback liner. The Winsenreed, he's a good defensive first baseman. Winsenreed makes the play. in the inning for Kentucky Christian. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base, 3.5 played at Conkler with the score Oakland City University 2, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg and GoMightyOaks.com. Back at Conkler, home half of the fourth. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Oakland City. The center fielder, Naz Bergen, Eric Correa, the right fielder, and Oliver Hamilton, the catcher. And both the starters still going. Tyler Salmons for Kentucky Christian. 3 innings, 47 pitches, 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned. Struck out 1, walked 3, and 12 batters faced. Hasn't pitched badly, but Tommy Johnson for the Oaks has just pitched a little bit better. Young man out of Curacao will step in for the Oaks. Has done the job in center field. That's going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Naz 303, 15 home runs and 44 runs batted in. Swinging a foul tip strike. It's a ball and a strike. Beautiful day, a few clouds in the sky. As that's hit into center field. And at the fence, Harrison Simpson makes the play for out number 1. I thought for a second that may have a shot of getting out of here. But Harrison Simpson played that well as Correa will step up. Eric walked in the second, up again here with the 4th. Correa 333 with 7 homers and 42 runs batted in. The lefty, yes, he has power. Strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. That is hit into foul territory. Skelton gives chase, but it's out of play. Correa, a junior from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2 to count. That's hit into left field. And that's another warning track power shot as Caden Skelton in left field will take that for the second out. Ollie Hamilton steps up now, the senior from right here at Oakland City. Had many memorable moments both behind the plate and at the plate. walk-off home run against Marion earlier this year. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and that's low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Oliver Hamilton, 268, 33 hits, 123 at bats, 16 runs scored, 5 homers, and 24 runs batted in. Hit to third, picked nicely. Been impressed by McLaughlin, the Knights' third baseman, as he throws it to Odell. It's 1-2-3 in the fourth for Oakland City. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 4 complete in game 1 with the score Oakland City University 2, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill at Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
Heading to the top half of the 5th inning. Tommy Johnson still on the bump. He's pitched well. 4 innings, 54 pitches, only 1 hit, no runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, has hit a couple of batters, and 15 batters faced. So 54 pitches for Tommy, the senior from Blythe, California. 7, 8, and 9 for the Knights. James Elliott, the shortstop, who is 0 for 1, lining out to Gonzalez at second base in the second. Now, to really have a chance to get that 1 seed, they would need to sweep Kentucky Christian, which is no easy thing. That is foul down the third baseline. Kentucky Christian having a good season. They're 22-19, 11-9 at home, 7-6 away, 4-4 in neutral, and 10-11 in the River States Conference. Here's the wide little pitch by Johnson. That's hit in the left. At the fence, Bryce Humphrey makes the play. And there's 1 gone in the 5th. Though I will tell you, I was taking a little deep breath on that. I thought for a second it may get out of the park. The catcher will step in. Aiden Bevan struck out in the 3rd. Gaines backhands it short, throws to first. They got him. Good turf bounce by Gaines. Good job, Simon. And that's the second out of the 5th inning. Simon Gaines, by the way, going to play his collegiate baseball pretty close to here with the DuBois County Bombers this summer. Actually, the Bombers have made pretty doggone good prospect league teams with a whole bunch of Oakland City players the last few years. 2 gone as Chris Garcia steps up, and that's going to miss inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Garcia flew out to Bergen in center field in the 3rd. Garcia, a senior from Houston, Texas. Johnson the wide to the 2-0 pitch. That's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Ty Scott, the right fielder, on deck for the Knights. .30 pitch. The old automatic, 3-1. Ran down Lucretia on that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike on the outside corner after being in the hole, 3-0. Johnson's moved it back to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Garcia hitting at .340 on the year. Fouls that one off. 33 hits, 97 at bats, 16 runs scored, 2 homers, and 21 runs batted in. 2 up, 2 down in the Knights' top half of the 5th. Fouled out of play. Stay with us after game 1 on this particular feed. We will have the senior day presentation, which is in between the 2 games. Then a little bit of a break at the second game, which is a 7-inning contest. That's fouled, out of play. And it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to count. Three and two to count. Wide the pitch by Johnson. That's fouled out, and he's in a battle with the number 9 hitter Garcia. Of course, Garcia is in the number 9 spot, but one of the top hitters on the team at .340. This little pop at the bottom of the order for the Knights. That's a slow roller. Orocho cuts it off, throws it to first. Good job, Marcos. Orocho to Winsenreed, 5-3 on the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 4.5 played in game 1 with the score Oakland City University 2, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com. Home half of the 5th on the way. It's the bottom part of the order for Oakland City University. 7, 8, and 9. Dickie Gonzalez, the second baseman. Hoffman, the designated hitter, and Bryce Humphrey, the left fielder. The first pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Still both starting pitchers in. Salmons for Kentucky Christian. 4 innings, 57 pitches. That is hit hard. If that was the area that I have a little blind spot in, if it would have been fair, it would have been way gone. No balls and 1 strike. Salmons, 4 innings, 57 pitches, 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and 15 batters faced. Gonzalez also a really good pitcher. Throw it outside. High leverage reliever for the Oaks and everyday second baseman. And he kills that one foul. And I would say the two things, and this is the best defensive Oakland City infield I think I've ever seen. And moving Orocho to third, putting Gaines at shortstop, and having an upgrade like Dicky Gonzalez at second base defensively. And Winston Reed at first has been very, very steady. I mean, it would be hard to be better defensively than this Oaks team has been in the infield. Not exactly chop liver in the outfield either. That is hit into right center. Center fielder Harrison Simpson goes a long way. And he showed he can play well for the Knights as there's one gone. The old joke is, give me another. Well, we'd like to see another one for Charlie Hoffman here. His first plate appearance, he hit a home run to put the Oaks on the board. Hey, yeah, I didn't think of that, but you're right, David. That's our only hit of the game. And Sporting a 2-0 lead. Just misses outside. Oakland City 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Kentucky Christian no runs, 1 hit, no errors. That's inside. Two balls and 1 strike to count. That's outside, 3-1. Now Hoffman got the home run, and Humphrey in the ninth spot got a walk, stole second base, moved to third on a pass ball, and scored on a fly ball by Marcos Orocho. That is a walk. So Hoffman is on. Well, Salmons with his 4th walk of the game so far. And Bryce Humphrey, who walked and scored in the 3rd, is up. 1 on, 1 out here in the home half of the 5th. In the turf, and let's give Bevan some credit behind the plate for staying in front of that one. Here's the stretch by Tyler Salmons and the pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitcher's duel between Tommy Johnson and Tyler Salmons. And going to be a conference on the bump. And from where we're at, I can't see if there's been any work going on the pen. So I do not know, but I don't have any fault with the way Salmons has pitched so far for the Knights. Tyler Salmons, a senior out of Proctorville, Ohio. And so far, 68 pitches in 4 1/3. Only 1 hit, 2 runs, both of them earned. His problems, if he's got a bugaboo right now, has been his wildness. He has 1 strikeout and 4 walks with 17 batters faced. The conference comes to conclusion. Well, Humphrey steps back in. He's done a good job on a number of fronts for the Mighty Oaks, including hitting at .353. That is inside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. 24 hits, 68 at bats, 25 runs scored, 2 homers, and 20 runs batted in. And that is ball 4. And back-to-back walks with the 8 and 9 hitters in the order for Oakland City. As Humphrey is at first base, Hoffman goes to second, and Simon Gaines, the shortstop, walked in the first, flew out to left field, and Caden Skelton in the third. A base hit could plate the third run of the ball game. A sophomore from Orleans, Indiana. That's high. 1 ball and no strikes. Gains 321, 53 hits, 165 at bats, 44 runs scored, 6 homers and 33 runs batted in. Fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 gone. Marcus Orocho is on deck for Oakland City. That is hit into right center. And that's going to bounce up against the... He caught it. All right, that's a good play. The more I see Harrison Simpson, the more impressed I am of him. As that's the second out, it's going to leave it up to Marcos Orocho here in the home half of the 5th. He has a ribby so far. His sac fly in the 3rd brought home Bryce Humphrey. Marcos, the young man, the junior out of Arecibo, Puerto Rico, can put this one in play. That is hit into right field. By golly, Simpson covers a lot of territory. Center fielder makes the play. Oaks threaten but don't score. No runs, no hits, no errors, but 2 left. We have played 5 in game 1. With the score, Oakland City University 2, Kentucky Christian nothing. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill and GoMightyOaks.com. Back at Conkler, already rolling into the 6th inning. The Knights of Kentucky Christian have the top part of their order up here in the 6th inning, as it'll be right fielder Ty Scott, Harrison Simpson the center fielder, and Eric Odell the first baseman. Tommy Johnson, the senior from Blythe, California, is having an excellent ball game. Tommy, 5 innings, 67 pitches, 1 hit, no runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hit batters, and 18 batters faced. Ty Scott is 0 for 2. Tries to push a bunt down the first base line, and it is fouled. No balls and 1 strike. Ty at 274 with 2 homers and 16 runs batted in. Curveball for a strike. Sophomore from Great Grayson, Kentucky. And he's going to be fouled out of play. River State's conference tournament starting 1 week from today. Chillicothe, Ohio, at the home of the Chillicothe Paints Memorial Stadium. That's 5.5 hole. And an infield base hit for Scott as Gaines tried his best. But that'll be an infield base hit. So 1 on, nobody out here in the top half of the 6th is Harrison Simpson. Been very impressed with him in center field today. Was hit by a pitch in the 1st and flew out to Naz Bergen in center field in the 4th. That is hit into right center field. That's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double, and it is going to keep the Knights off the board for just a bit. But Scott goes to third. That was well hit by Harrison Simpson, who's having a good day. And you now have, as fortunes turn, the possible lead run coming to the plate in Eric Odell, who popped out to Winston Reed at first in the 1st and struck out in the 4th. Low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Eric Odell, a freshman from Brooksville, Florida. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. Johnson calling time. As Oliver Hamilton, his catcher, will go and have a few words, and those two have been together a long time on this squad. If they can't figure out how to get out of a little bit of a pickle here in the top half of the 6th. Conference comes to conclusion. And they stride back. Only 2 hits allowed by Tommy Johnson to this juncture in time. That's high and tight. 3 balls, no strikes. A big pitch coming up here from Johnson. That's fouled off. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. And a Wideman would load the bases with nobody out. That is ball 4, and that's what we've got. Second walk of the ball game for Johnson. Odell is at first, Simpson at second, Ty Scott is at third base, and Adafua, the designated hitter, struck out on the 1st and walked in the 4th. Most crucial time of the ball game coming up right here, with the Knights having the bases loaded and nobody out. Just misses high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind and the pitch. Ollie with a good stop there. Hamilton keeping that in front of him. Otherwise, that would have probably put him on the board. And we are going to have a conference in the circle as Andy Lasher is making his way out to the mound. Tommy Johnson, 5 innings, 77 pitches, 3 hits, no runs, but he's responsible for runners at every base. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hit batters, and 21 batters faced. We do not have a new pitcher coming in. Warming up in the Oakland City pen is Eli Pope. Pardon me, let's try it again. Marco Santiago, a junior out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, is warming up in the pen. This is one. Knights need a base hit, and the Oaks need to get it out big time. I don't think they'd mind getting a double play. Low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And Johnson, who's pitched very well, is starting to have a difficult time finding the strike zone. Strike on the outside corner. And DeFuco at the plate. In the air, into shallow center. Bergen makes the play and whips a dandy in to Tommy Johnson for the first out of the inning. And Nas got himself in position in center field to make the play and threw a bullet to the pitcher Johnson. And that made Ty Scott remain at third, so 1 gone. Caden Skelton working a 1-for-2 ball game will step in. So 1 huge out down. We'll see about number 2 here. Wide of the pitch from Johnson. That's hit into right field. And that is caught by Correa, the right fielder. But that'll score a run. So a fly out to right field, scoring from third base is Ty Scott, and it's a 2-1 ball game. And you don't want to give up the lead, but I think right now that's an exchange that they'll make. So 2 gone. Jaron McLaughlin was hit by a pitch in the second and lined to first base, and Winsenreed in the fourth. So Johnson trying to get himself out of trouble here in the top half of the 6th inning. Inside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Jaron McLaughlin is sophomore out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Throw back over to first base, and just getting back at first is Odell. One ball, no strikes. Strike on the inside corner. Oaks playing him straight away. One ball and 1 strike. Nice stop by Ollie. Oliver Hamilton, the catcher, with another great stop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Once again, that gets Mayu. It's a tie ball game. Odell is at second. Harrison Simpson at third. The throw to second, the 5-4 fielder's choice, will end the inning. And all in all, Oaks got out of that about as good as they could. As the Knights are on the board as they pick up one in the top of the sixth. And after 5.5 innings here at Conkler, it is Oakland City University 2 and Kentucky Christian 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com with the Go. Back at Conkler as we're heading to the home half of the sixth, and the Oaks have had their lead halved as it's now a 2-1 ball game. Both starters are still in here in the home half of the sixth. Oakland City, the heart of the order. The 3 spot, the first baseman Jake Winsenreed, then the center fielder Naz Bergen, and Eric Correa in right field to face the offerings of Tyler Sammons. In the turf, 1 ball and no strikes. Sammons 5 innings, 76 pitches, a hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 5 walks, 20 batters faced. And that is low, 1 ball. Make it 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled, and that'll make it a ball and a strike. Winsenreed, a senior from McCordsville, Indiana. Misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1. That's a walk, so the leadoff man, Winsenreed, is on for Oakland City in the home half of the sixth. That's the 6th walk of the contest for Tyler Sammons. And we'll bring up the center fielder, Naz Bergen. He's due. He's 0 for 2. Young man out of Curacao. That's low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Line the pitch, high and outside. 2-0. Wilmstead, Curacao, an outfielder, first baseman. There's a little conference as Bevan will come out and have a few words with his pitcher, Tyler Sammons. Naz with power. Leads the team in home runs with 15 of them. 44 hits, 145 at bats, 28 runs scored, 18 home runs, and 44 runs batted in. Garcia, the second baseman, comes in and joins the conference for a bit. Now, Naz is not a guy you want to make a mistake on. That's low. One ball, no strikes to Bergen.
They have 3 hits.
That's outside, and that is ball 4. So back-to-back walks 6 and 7 here in the Oakland City University 6th for Tyler Salmons. And Eric Correa, who's got pretty good pop himself, is coming to the plate for Oakland City University. Correa, a junior from Carolina, Puerto Rico, a left-handed hitter. Strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Correa, .333 with 7 homers, 42 runs batted in. Walked in the second, flew out to Skelton in left in the 4th. That is bunted, and that just goes foul. That was a pretty good bunt. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. First base, Bergen. Second baseman, Wins and Reed. They both walked here in the 6th. It's 2-1. Oakland City is Kentucky Christian. Loaded them up with nobody out and could scratch only 1 run across. So the Oaks trying to get one back here in the bottom half of the frame. That's high and outside. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's drilled foul and out of play. It is a battle going on now, as Salmons is up to 85 pitches. He's allowed only 1 hit. That was a home run to Hoffman in the 2nd. But the walks have been a little bit of a problem, and that's high and outside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You get a feeling it's a pivotal part of the ball game right here in the home half of the 6th. Outside, 3-2, and a wide one would load the bases for the Oaks with nobody out here in the home half of the 6th. Salmons, the stretch. Just getting a piece of that is Eric Correa. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Correa back in. Oliver Hamilton is on deck. Nobody out, home half of the 6th. That's ball 4. The bases are loaded. 8th walk of the ball game for Tyler Salmons. Correa is at first base. At second base, Naz Bergen and Jake Winsenreed is at third. And Ollie Hamilton steps in, working an 0-for-2 ball game, but he is one heck of a clutch hitter. Comes up a lot in clutch situation. 268, 33 hits, 123 at bats, 16 runs scored, 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. That's hit into left center. That is caught by the third baseman, but it's going to get by the center fielder, I should say, Harrison Simpson. As Ollie just about got a grand salami there, but it did get Winsenreed home from third. And the Oaks are now up 3-1. And that is a big run because it takes the run that Kentucky Christian got on the top half of the 6th, and it answers it. Still 1 gone. I was looking for that myself. I don't see Nas on base. at the strike on the inside corner, so it's 3-1. And Bergen was at second. That just misses. So if that is the case, there would be 2 out. I honestly did not see what happened to Nas. That's inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. Correa on at first. That's a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner is in at second base. He steals it, so Eric Correa, multi-talented player, comes up with a stolen base. He is now 14 of 14 stolen bases. And a base hit could add run number 4. Dicky Gonzalez 0 for 2. That's ball 4. Dickey is on at first. That is the 9th walk of the ball game for Sampson.
We scored 1 on the fly out. 4-1? 3-1.
So it's a 3-1 ball game here in the home half of the 6th. That hit him.
Hit him.
And the bases are loaded. So Hoffman at first, Gonzalez is at second, Correa is at third, and Bryce Humphrey will come to the plate. Salmon's a very he's only allowed one hit. That was a homer.
101 pitches.
101 pitches and 1 hit. But 9 walks have not helped him.
Probably their communication thing's not working.
Pitch com, it looks like, they're having a problem with. Do we call it pitch com here? A pitch com is not working. They get that straightened out. And it is going to be a conference on the bump, and I'm guessing that may be, it is the day, as we're going to have a new pitcher for the Knights. As Salmons goes 5 2/3, 101 pitches, 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 strikeout, 9 walks, 26 batters faced. The new pitcher is 0, Tristan Boyer. He is a freshman. See if I got any more information going to my back roster. All I got is he is a freshman. Let's see what he has. Stat line, he is 1-3 with a 4.91 ERA. His 11th appearance has started 2 games, 22 innings pitched, 30 hits, 14 runs, 12 of them earned. He has struck out 14, walked 14, 4 doubles, no homers, 83 at-bats. The opponent's hitting .361 against him with 6 wild pitches and 5 hit batters. So from what I've got Hoffman at first base, Gonzalez at second, and Correa at third. So there ain't no place to put him. And our first reliever of the day, Salmons did the job. He was just wild today. So the freshman, Boyer, the second pitcher of the ball game, for the Knights of Kentucky Christian. As he finishes his warm-up tosses. Well, it's 3-1, but if you're an Oaks fan, you'd like to see a little more than a 2-run cushion. Tommy Johnson, the starter for Oakland City, is certainly given a quality performance. 6 innings, 87 pitches, 3 hits, 1 run, an earned run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 24 batters faced. We will be here tomorrow sometime. They're working with the meteorologist, and it's going to rain tomorrow. But we're trying to find a window. We can get the 3rd game of that series in tomorrow. And when we know, we'll let you know on social media, and that will also be on our webpage. David Hose, our producer-director, one of the many hats he wears, also keeps up that information on the webpage. As Bryce Humphrey has been on base both times, 2 walks, he scored 1 time. And he's a pretty daggone good hitter at .353. 2 homers and 20 runs batted in, and that is going to just miss outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Humphrey is the 7th batter of the Oakland City University 6th inning. Fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Oakland City. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Kentucky Christian. Boyer misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Simon Gaines is at the plate and sure as heck hoping he can get a crack here in the home half of the 6th. That is hit into left center. That helps. That helps. That is a 3-run homer by Bryce Humphrey, who has his 3rd home run of the year. And it is a grand slam home run. And the beat goes on for the Mighty Oaks as Humphrey, the 8 and 9 spot of the orders, has done well, as it is a 7-1 ball game. And that brings up Gaines, and he doesn't have anybody on base to knock in now because Humphrey took care of all that. That is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Simon walked in the 1st, flew out to left field, and Caden Skelton in the 3rd, and flew out to Harrison Simpson in center in the 5th. I got to give Sampson credit. He pitched well. But a preponderance of the runs are going to go to him. Those walks will kill you every time. Four walks and a hit batter in the inning for Knights pitching. Rather unusual line score. David, how many times do you see 7 runs on 2 hits? That does not happen often. That shows you call it a snowflake, that's inside ball 4. So that's the first walk for Boyer. That's the old saying, it's like a snowflake. Every baseball game is different. And you sure don't see many 7 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error, which is what Oakland City has. Kentucky Christian has out-hit Oakland City 3-2. They have 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors.
We have
So Arocho at the plate. The Oaks batting around here in the 6th and blow the game open. Nice pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner. Arocho hit into a double play in the 1st, sac fly and a ribby in the 3rd, and flew out to Simpson in center in the 5th, and he's up again here in the 6th. Blowing outside. One ball and one strike to count with 2 outs. Fouled straight back, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Both of Oakland City's hits have been home runs today. And they got a hit. They ain't messed around. That's inside. Give credit to Bevan for a nice stop. 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So the deuces are wild. Simon Gaines, the young sophomore out of Orleans, at first base. Senior day here at Conklin. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3 on Arocho. First strikeout for Boyer, but that'll do it for the Oaks in the 6th inning. As in the 6th, they put a 5 spot on the board. They certainly answer Kentucky Christian's 1. We have played 6 complete with the score Oakland City University 7 and Kentucky Christian 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg on GoMightyOaks.com.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
7, 8, and 9 for the Knights here in the top of the 7th. James Elliott, the shortstop, Aiden Bevan, the catcher, and Chris Garcia, the second baseman. Tommy Johnson, the starter, still in, has been fairly efficient. 6 innings, 87 pitches, 3 hits, a run. It was earned. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 24 batters faced. That's high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Elliott, the shortstop, is 0 for 2. Fouled out of play. One ball, 1 strike. Elliott at 286 with 2 homers, 21 runs, batted in. Freshman out of Delray Beach, Florida. Hit into right field. Caught by the right fielder, Correa. 1 gone in the 7th. Now, when you come with an inning like that, if you're Oakland City, you're looking for a shutdown inning here. That's one thing you can, I think, effectively say that the Knights did not get a shutdown inning in the bottom half of the 7th, as Kentucky Christian got it to within 1 at 2-1. but a 5-run inning highlighted by a grand slam home run by Bryce Humphrey. Low and outside to Devin. Bevan is 0 for 2, struck out on the third, bounced down short to first in the fifth. High and inside. That puts Tommy Johnson at the 90 pitch mark. I wonder right now how long you go with Tommy. Tommy has already given you a quality start. Hit to Dickey at second. Gonzalez fields and fires to Winsenreed, and they're 2 outs. That'll bring up Chris Garcia, the second baseman. Flew out to Nas Bergen in the third in center field. And we're going to have a conference on the mound, and I think my question may be answered on how long Tommy Johnson goes. Though he has certainly done the job. 6 2/3 innings. 94 pitches, 3 hits, 1 run, an earned run, 4 strikeouts and 2 walks, 26 batters faced. He's still going to stay, but you got to say it is certainly a quality start for the senior from Blythe, California. Two gone here in the home half of the 7th. River State Conference doubleheaders. The first game a 9-inning ball game, and the second is a 7-inning game. And the turf. One ball and no strikes. Ty Scott on deck for Kentucky Christian. That's inside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Wide, the 2-0 from Tommy Johnson. That's high, and it's 3-0. Missing just a little bit on that release point. 3 balls, no strikes. Wide, the 3-0 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. It is 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Into left center. Nas goes back. Makes the play. At the fence, he made the play. But it's 3 up and 3 down for the Knights in the top half of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 6.5 here at Conkler with the score Oakland City University 7 and Kentucky Christian 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball. Brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Go my back at Conkler as we're heading to the home half of the 7th inning. as it's 3, 4, and 5 for the Mighty Oaks. It's the same way they started the sixth inning as they batted around in the sixth. The big knock was a grand slam home run by Bryce Humphrey, the only hit in the inning. But there were 5 walks and a hit batter in the innings, and those did not help the Knights. Winsen Reed, the first baseman. Strike on the inside corner. A senior from McCordsville, Indiana, and a right-handed batter. Flew out to right field and Ty Scott on the first. Bounced out Garcia to Odell, second to first. In the third, that's foul. And walked and scored in the sixth. No balls, 2 strikes. The count to Winsen Reed. And he swings through that one, strike 3. Second strikeout of the ball game for Boyers. There's one down in the 7th. Naz Bergen steps in. Bounced out to Odell unassisted in the second. Flew out to Harrison Simpson in center field in the 4th and walked in the 6th. And we're going to have a conference. And that may be all for Tristan Boyer for today. At 17 pitches, he is done. Boyer, 2/3 of an inning, 17 pitches, 1 hit, 1 run, an earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 batters faced.
25.
So the new pitcher for Kentucky Christian is Eli Phelps, a sophomore left-handed pitcher out of Cynthiana, Kentucky. So Phelps is the new pitcher. He has a record of 0-0 with a 6.17 ERA. 8th appearance, 11 2/3 innings, 15 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them earned. Struck out 9, walked 8, 2 doubles, no triples, 3 homers, 38 at bats. The opposition hitting .395 against him. No wild pitches, 2 hit batters, and 2 balks on the season. He is the 3rd pitcher of the day. Salmon started, went 5 2/3 innings, 101 pitches, allowed only 1 doggone hit, but that was a home run. 1 hit, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, and the big stat was 9 walks against 1 strikeout. 26 batters faced. Boyer, 2/3 of an inning, 17 pitches, 1 hit, 1 run, an earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 4 batters faced. So we'll come up here, 1 gone in the 7th. Eli Phelps, a 6-foot sophomore out of Cynthiana, Kentucky, and Harrison County High School, is the new pitcher for the Knights of Kentucky Christian. Nas steps in. And that is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Nas leads the team in home runs. If that's fair, that's gone. And you can just add another one to the tally. And Nas does not hit ordinary home runs. That was way out of the park. That is home run number 16 of the year. And his 45th run batted in, and it's 8-1. And all of the runs, all of the hits for Oakland City have still been home runs. 3 hits, and that certainly was a no-doubter. Correa at the plate. Walked twice and flew out to left today, and that is a strike. So it is an 8-1 ball game. That's in the turf. 1 ball and 1 strike. Correa's got popped too. 333 with 7 homers and 42 runs batted in. And that is hit to left center. And that is a ground rule double. Bounces up. That's the first non-homer hit that the Oaks have had today. A ground rule double. And Oliver Hamilton is due up next for Oakland City. From right here in Oakland City, Indiana. That was the 4th hit for Oakland City. The other 3 have been home runs. And that wasn't far away from being 4. Ollie had a sac fly and an RBI his last time up.
It's a new single-season home run record.
And according to David Host, who knows all kinds of stuff about this stuff, that is the all-time leading single-season home run record for Oakland City. 18th homer. Wow. Nas has done the job. Hamilton at the plate. And the turf. But for as many walks as the Knights have had, there have been 9 of them. It could be a lot worse than it is. Eight runs on only 4 hits with 1 error for Oakland City. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Kentucky Christian. 1 on. With Correa at third base. There's a strike. So with only 1 gone, a lot of stuff will get run number 9 in. In the turf, and a nice stop by Bevan. Going into the bottom of the 6th, this was a 1-run lead for Oakland City at 2-1. It's now 8-1. And that is tattooed into left. Left fielder Skelton makes the catch, but scoring from third base is Correa. And Ollie knocks in his 2nd run of the ball game as Correa scores on that play. And it is now 9-1, Oakland City. Yeah, it's in the ballpark of a run rule game now. That is an 8-run advantage. You need to get to 10. That is a strike right down Lucretia to Gonzalez. Struck out on the 2nd, flew out to Harrison Simpson in center field in the 5th, and walked in the 6th. Blowing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, if you get Dickey on and had Charlie Hoffman get his 2nd home run of the year, that'd be the ball game. Low and outside. 2-1. 9 runs on only 4 hits for the Mighty Oaks. Fouled out of play. Oakland City 2 in the third, 5 in the sixth, and so far 2 in the seventh. Kentucky Christian University Knights have 1 in the sixth. That's hit hard. I think you can add a tater to Dickey there. And it's 10-1. Charlie Hoffman with a home run. You've got a grand slam for Bryce Humphrey and 2 home runs in the 7th inning as Correa scored on a sac fly and Gonzalez hits it. So Gonzalez, Bergen, Hoffman, and Humphrey all with home runs in this game for Oakland City. If Charlie hits one right here, the game's over. Low and outside.
Every hit's gone over the fence.
Yeah.
Ground rule bounced it.
You're right, Dad. Every hit has gone over the fence, so all of them have been home runs except the double by Correa, and that bounced over.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hoffman at the plate. Bryce Humphrey is on deck. That's outside. And I'm telling you, of all the home runs today, they've pretty much all been no-doubters. They have not been difficult home run calls. That's a strike. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, too. The deuces are wild. That's going to miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Charlie Hoffman. Foul tip, strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Phelps. But more to the total, as in the inning, the Oaks add 3 more to the total. And after 7 innings of play, it's Oakland City 10 and Kentucky Christian 1. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill on GoMightyOaks.com and the Go Mighty Oaks. Rolling into the 8th inning. Johnson's day is over. 7 innings, 99 pitches, 3 hits, 1 run, an earned run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 27 batters faced. The new pitcher, Marco Santiago, a 2-0 record with a 5.30 ERA. His 11th appearance, he has a start, 18 2/3 innings, 24 hits, 12 runs, He has struck out 12, walked 11, 16 strikeouts, has walked 12, 3 doubles, no triples, 1 homer, 338 batting average against, 5 wild pitches, and 1 hit batter. Marcos Santiago is a junior. Top of the order coming up, Ty Scott hits 1 to Gaines, the 2 hopper. Throws it to Winsenreed, 1 pitch, 1 out. So Santiago gets the first out there fairly easily. Marcos Santiago, a junior out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. That's low and outside. This is a non-save situation. It's with the lead that the Oaks have, and you can't, unless it goes extras, there's no way you would get 3 consecutive innings. But the Oaks have been just rock solid here at home. 1 hopper. It goes off Santiago, holds on to it as he should. And Simpson, the center fielder, is on at first base. 1 on, 1 out. Eric Odell fouled out to Winsenreed in the first, struck out on the 4th, and walked in the 6th. If the Oaks hold on to win, and the odds are probably pretty good, they would go to 19-6 in conference and to 20-3 here at Conkler this year. Odell right down Lucretia for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a Rusty Gate swing. That's a strike. 2 strikes the count to Eric Odell. Freshman from Brooksville, Florida. That's hit to second. That's a 4 and a 6 and a 3. As that goes Gonzalez to Gaines to Winsenreed, and that is all for the Knights in the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error, nobody left on base. We have played 7.5 here in game 1 of the doubleheader with the score Oakland City University 10 and Kentucky Christian 1. You're watching Oakland City University baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. GoMightyOaks.com. We are back. Home half of the 8th. It is Humphrey, the 9th spot, then Gaines and Arocho. And if the Oaks score in this inning, game is over. Via the 10-run rule, it is 10-1. As last time up, Bryce Humphrey hit a grand slam home run. Low and inside. Walked and scored in the 2nd. Came in on the backside of the Marcus Arocho flyout and right behind Charlie Hoffman's home run. That is high. 1 ball and no strikes. They're playing Bryce deep and a shade toward left. That's high and outside. The walks have been the killer for the Knights. They have walked 10 Oakland City players. Strike on the inside corner. As Oakland City has managed to get 10 runs and only do it on 5 hits. 10 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Oaks, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Knights. And that's Humphrey just getting a piece of it. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bryce Humphrey, a senior from Evansville, played a great left field for the Oaks. Can also pitch in a pinch and do a good job. That's ball 4. So if Mr. Humphrey makes his way around and scores, that'll be the ball game. 11th walk of the game for the Knights. Salmons had 9. Boyer and Phelps have 1 each, as Simon Gaines, the sophomore from Orleans, Indiana, will step in for the Oaks. He's walked twice today. Walked in the first, flew out to left field, and Skelton in the third, flew out to center, and Harrison Simpson in the 5th, and walked again in the 6th. Strike on the inside corner. Phelps, the third pitcher of the ball game for the Knights. Salmon's going the first 5 2/3, 101 pitches. He would be the loser. Boyer 2/3 and Phelps 2/3. That misses. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 to count. Man, there are not many clouds in the skies. It's turned into a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Chamber of Commerce Day here in Oakland City. That is drilled into left. I think the ball game's over. Simon Gaines adds another home run to the total. A 2-run job. Humphrey will score first. Gaines goes around second. And Oakland City comes up with a 12-1 victory here in game number 1. 12 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for Oakland City. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Kentucky Christian. Tommy Johnson is the winning pitcher for Oakland City, as Tommy goes to 5-4 on the season. Salmons will take the loss for Kentucky Christian University, and he will go to 2-5 on the year. And we're going to keep the feed rolling right here, aren't we?
We can mute it for you.
We are going to get Dr. Stephen Custer out for the Senior Day ceremonies. Those are coming up next. Second game coming up in around a half hour. So for producer, director David Hose, I'm Walt Ferber. Stay with us here right where you got it now for the Senior Day ceremonies, and Game 2 is coming up. You're watching Oakland City University Baseball, brought to you by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill, GoMightyOaks.com.
The value of champions character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is dedicated to keeping Christ at the center of intercollegiate athletics, empowering student athletes and coaches to make a meaningful impact for Christ. Our member schools embody the love of Christ through our game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. With 23 national championship events, we serve 88 member schools across the United States and Canada. The NCCAA, where ring chasing and king chasing converge.
is being escorted today by his mom and dad. He's a pitcher. He's a business administration major. And his favorite memory from OCU baseball is playing at Purdue and also the great times playing Mafia on the bus. His plans after graduation are to play and or coach overseas or MLB The Show eSports. Your first senior, number 32, Hayden Simon. Our next senior, number 49, Dicky Gonzalez Ortiz. Dicky, infielder, academic athletic achievements at OCU as he has a whole assortment of his teammates escorting him onto the field. He said he's got last year on the first team in River States Conference. His favorite memory, he said, championships last year, and Oliver Hamilton, my GOAT, he says. And plans after graduation, he says, I want to make some money. Let's hear it. Number 49, Dicky Gonzalez Ortiz. Our next senior, number 40, Evan Price. Evan is escorted today by his parents, Shailene and Mark Price. Evan's been a pitcher only. He's been an inter-squad emergency first baseman and a Fall World Series head coach. His degree as an associate's in business management, minor in chemistry, bachelor's in biology pre-med, and a master in business administration. While at OCU, his highlights, he says, winning the conference last year, also being a student ambassador chair and a business club president. His favorite memory, Evan says, from OCU baseball, he says making lifelong friends, playing Mafia on the bus, playing Rocket League with teammates. And Evan's plans after graduation, he says, I want to attend Logan University to get my doctorate in chiropractic medicine with a long-term goal of opening my own practice. Let's hear it. Number 40, Evan Price. Our next senior, number 12, Manny DeGrazia. Manny is escorted today by assistant coach Jeremy and pitching coach Will, and an assortment of teammates. The right-handed pitcher, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration marketing degree. His favorite memory from OCU baseball is the Fall World Series, and he plans after graduation to take a trip back to his hometown, Panama. Number 12, Manny DeGrazia. Let's hear it. Our next senior, number 21, Mason Simon. Mason's being escorted today by his mom, Kimberly, and his dad, Brian. Mason's an infielder. His degree is an MBA, a master's in business administration. And his academic athletic achievements at OCU, he says, winning the River States Conference tournament. His favorite memory from OCU baseball, he says, hanging out in the titch with my baby girls watching shows. And plans after graduation, Mason says, start working. Probably need to figure that out. Number 21, Mason Simon. Our next senior, number 23, Oliver Hamilton. Oliver is being escorted by his fiancée, Mara, and his parents, Charles and Tiffany Hamilton. Oliver's a catcher and a bullpen pitcher. He has a bachelor's degree in business management and human resource management. His achievements at OCU, second team all-conference, 2024 MVP, second team All-American, single season doubles record, and a gold glove. His favorite memory from OCU baseball, playing Mafia on the bus, as well as being inducted into the Mafia Hall of Fame. His plans after graduating, he says, Plan to get married in October. Start my own handyman business. It says call Hamilton's Handyman Services LLC for all your handyman needs. I think he's using that business marketing and HR experience. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Oliver Hamilton. Our next senior, number 15, Matthew Lighthall. Matthew, as he walks out, he says his family has supported all of his games online, so thanks so much to all of our online capabilities. Matthew's a pitcher, business administration with a sports administration concentration. His favorite memory from OCU baseball, playing Mafia games on the bus. And he plans after graduating to play professionally while finishing a bachelor's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, number 15, Matthew Lighthall. Our next senior, number 55, Tyler Butler. Tyler is being escorted today by his mom, Cheryl Butler, and his sister, Charlia Butler. Tyler's a pitcher. He's a double major in criminal justice and psychology. Academic athletic achievements at OCU, he says, receiving the Michael Edward Award for criminal justice and making the Dean's List. In fact, he was recognized yesterday in our award ceremony. His favorite memory from OCU baseball, says, sitting in the bullpen and having fantastic conversation. His plans after graduation, he says, working in a prison back home and working my way up through the ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, number 55, Tyler Butler. Our next senior, number 43, Landon Ray. Landon is being escorted today by his father, Colin Ray. Landon's a pitcher. He's a Bachelor of Arts degree in University Studies. Academic achievements at OCU, 2025 RSC regular season champs, conference tournament champs. First team in OCU history to make the opening round. He's also been on the Dean's List. His favorite memories is meeting some of my now best friends and winning the conference last year. His plans after graduation, he says, to survive and advance. Ladies and gentlemen, number 43, Landon Ray. Your next senior, number 25, Jake Wisenreed. Jake's being escorted today. He comes out. They're escorted by his dad, Richard Wisenreed, his mom, Laura Wisenreed, his sister, Natalie Wisenreed, and both grandmas, Deborah Weigel and Leah Wisenreed. He's a first baseman. He's also a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Sports Administration concentration. Academically, he's been a member of the Dean's List. And his favorite memory from OCU baseball is taco night with the guys. He plans after graduation to attend graduate school and become a baseball coach. Number 25, Jake Wisenreed. Our next senior, number 10, Bryce Humphrey. Bryce is being escorted today by his mom, Cassie Schmidt, and his dad, Ryan Humphrey. He's an outfielder and also a pitcher. His degree is operations management. Academic achievements, he's been on the Dean's List. And his favorite memory from OCU baseball is running demands with the boys. Plans after graduation, he says, sign up to indie ball team and coach. Number 10, Bryce Humphrey. Our final two seniors recognized. Number 26, Tommy Johnson. Their winning pitcher in game one today, Tommy Johnson. Escorted today by his wife, Kelsey Johnson, and their dog, Peach. And he's your pitcher of record for game one. He's an applied health and fitness major, His academic achievements at OCU and athletic achievements is winning conference last year. His favorite memory from OCU baseball says, gaining great connections through all the teammates I've had over the years. And he plans after graduating to become an electrician and to be an amazing father, husband, and family man. What tremendous goals. Number 26, Game 1's winning pitcher, Tommy Johnson. Our final senior to be recognized today, number 24, Nazir Bergen. Nazir today set the single-season home run record at OCU. What a day to do it. With 16 home runs in this season. To this point and counting. Nazir, captain's being escorted by Carl Yetka and Emily Yetka, family friends. As a center fielder, he's a business management major, athletic and academic achievements. Nazir's been an honors student and a member of the Dean's List. His favorite memory from OCU baseball, his getting ejected last week at Brescia during a home run. He was ejected. And his plans after graduation are to sign a pro contract. How about that? Number 24, let's hear it. For Captain Nazir Bergen. How about a big round of applause for your 13 seniors and their families? What an achievement. Congratulations. Go, Mighty Oaks. Game 2 coming up.